Got it. There we go. Hey, we're going to do some role plays today. If I can get look at these. You guys want to make a lot of money. Look, Brave, JC, and Perez are on. I want video. I want to see faces. There we go. Hey, we're going to do some role plays today. If I can get look at these. You guys want to make a lot of money. Look, Brave J. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm simul broadcasting there. That'll stop. How you doing, JC? Thumbs up. JC and I share the same tequila, right? Azul Especial. $300 for the big damn bottle. Woo! It's good stuff, man. It's definitely good stuff. Tim, come on. If you can. Why is role playing? Let's talk for a minute. Why is role playing? Why do I make such a big deal? I don't think any of my competition focuses on the role play as much as I do. Why? Let's ask the why. I need participation. Otherwise, I do all the talking.
Maybe they don't feel it's important as you do.
You guys want to make a lot of money? Who doesn't? You want to be independently wealthy? You want that freedom thing? You want to make more money than you ever desired? You have to be great on the phone or on Zoom. You've got to learn how to speak. See, your competition, they won't do what we're talking about. The way I built my business, I'm no big shot. I don't have any special mesmerizing powers, hypnotic voodoo powers. I do one thing and I really do it well. I give good phone. I talk to people and I want to speak to people differently. You know, we all get that telemarketing. We've all met salespeople. There's a science and an art to knowing how to speak. Speak to people. Guess what happens when you get into good conversations with people? Guess what happens? Anybody see this? Oh, here, I'll show you something cool. See that coin? Can you see the date on that coin?
1373.
1878, baby. That's my money clip.
Wow.
That's a coin. That's a money clip. Okay. How do you get to the money? How do you get to the bank in any business? I know most of you guys are interested in real estate or life insurance, financial services, selling cars. You're a lawyer, whatever. How do you get people to say yes? You got to talk to them. And if you say the right words at the right time, it is amazing what can happen. Okay. That's the one thing I do well. Everybody thinks, you know, we always talk about applications and we talk about our VAs and all those things are good. We talk about scraping. We talk about buying lists. We talk about all that jazz. But when it comes down to it, Rodrigo, Mr. Villalobos, how are you? I love that name. I say that every time.
Good morning, Claude. Good
morning, sir. How do we make, Rodrigo, how do we make money? You get a deal today. Let's say this is raw. My daughter's getting married. Okay. She's getting married and I need, and I've got a $250,000 property free and clear. Good morning, lovely Abby. My daughter's getting married. I got a free and clear. How you doing, Wade? I see him waving there. All those, my brave people. Thank you.
Hey, good. How you doing?
I got nothing to complain about. I did a marathon yesterday for my birthday. You know,
Oh my gosh, you got the same birthday as my wife.
As who?
As my wife. My wife. June 6th?
June 6th, D-Day, baby.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
What's D-Day? Trivia question, real fast. What's D-Day?
Normandy, the day they stormed Normandy.
Good history guy, right? What country is Normandy?
It's in France, the beach.
It is of France, that's right. Brave American soldiers went on that beach, you know, facing German machine guns. It's considered one of the greatest military escapades ever. So my daughter's getting married. I've got a beautiful property in a nice, let's pick East Bumble, Florida community. Okay, nice community, $250,000, and I need 100. What does it cost to get? Who's got a daughter who's recently been married? How much does a wedding cost today? Abigail, how much is your daughter's wedding going to cost? She's a little one.
I don't even want to know. I hope she elopes.
You know, it's not a bad idea to tell the kids, listen, here's $10,000 elope.
Just go. Yeah.
It might save a lot. So, Rodrigo, I got this $1 million nice property in East Bumble, Florida, and I need $100,000 bad because my daughter's getting married. She's my little girl, and I always promised her a nice wedding. Okay, and you just found out about it. Okay, and we've had this conversation. How much pressure on a 1 through 10? How emotionally involved am I? Give me
11.
I'm an 11. You're right, maybe a 13. Okay, so you called me up. Ring, ring. Hello, this is Claude with a house to sell.
Hey, Claude, how's it going? This is Rodrigo again.
Well, it's going okay. My daughter's getting married, and I gotta sit on a table with a bunch of relatives I don't like. And the only thing the restaurant, the reception place can make is this rubber chicken dinner. You were interested when you asked how I am, right?
Of course, of course.
Oh, okay.
Hey, and where's my invitation to that wedding, Claude?
It's in the mail. Who are you, sir? How can I help you?
Hey, my name's Rodrigo, Claude. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I reached out to you about a couple months ago, looking to see if you were still interested in letting go of that property here in Istanbul.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I need to sell it
I hear you. And what's your timeline looking like, Claude?
yesterday.
Okay. Well,
She's getting married July 15th. And the caterer is asking for at least $20,000 cash up front.
okay, yeah, those are big expenses, for a wedding, of course. Those things are going to be quite pricey. And I mean, Claude, is it okay if I ask you a couple questions? I just want to make sure that we're both the right fit.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fine. But I only got 3 minutes because I got to walk my 5 chihuahuas.
Okay, perfect. I'll make it quick. So, like I said, Claude, I mean, it seems like you're in a bind here that you need to get this thing up and under from your hands, like you said yesterday. So tell me a little bit about the condition of the property. How's the condition looking like?
Beautiful. I just had new carpeting and flooring put in. It's been upgraded. It was my grandma's home. We just sunk in $25,000 last year. It's beautiful. I've been renting it out, and it's just a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's got a bidet in every bathroom. I know how you like bidets, Rodrigo. It's got a nice big backyard with an inline barbecue, and it's in East Bumble, Florida, which is the most prestigious community in East Bumble.
Of course, of course. And hey, just a quick question. How much do you rent it out for?
Oh, I was getting $2,600 a month.
Okay. And how much would you want to get for your property here?
Well, it's worth $250, and I can send you the comps and everything. The last one sold for $262. They had a few extras that I don't have, but it's a solid $250.
Okay. I hear you. Yeah, it does seem like that's true here. So, like I said, I've been doing my research on this property. I've been looking at it for a while, and I'm interested in getting it off your hands. But, we can do this real quick. My company, we use a servicing company to rent it out. How much do you need now to walk away from this? Like, how much do you need now so we can get this
Like I said, my daughter's getting married in 37 days. I need some cash. I need cash for this thing.
Okay. But how much cash do you need? What's the...
Oh, it's worth $250.
Of course. Well, like I said, I would probably not be your guy at $250, to be honest with you. Like, why don't you list it? You should try to list it with an agent.
That's my next move. I have an appointment with Abigail Alt, the world's greatest real estate agent in East Bumble, Florida, and Washington.
Yeah.
I'm meeting with Abigail later this afternoon. Maybe, and she supposedly she can move it quick for me, but I'd rather sell it privately if I could today.
Of course. I mean, for a realtor, quick is more than 30 days.
You're out of time. You're out of time.
For a realtor, she can move it quick.
You're
But
out of
it's
time. You're out of time. You lost it. Sometimes you just want to make an offer. What's the one question Rodrigo should have asked me? Anybody know?
Would you like to sell it today?
Yes.
Or what's the least you will take?
Yes. Thank you. Abigail, take over. You get a new 3 minutes.
Okay,
Go ahead.
all right. So Claude, I know you really want to sell this home and
Dude,
get the
my
money
little
right
girl's
away.
getting married. I'm under the gun here right now.
Yeah, so what's the least that you will take for it so that we can help you?
Name me I'm motivated. I can be flexible. I can drop the price down a little bit.
Okay, what are you thinking?
225.
225? Okay. I mean, how much do you actually need to cover this wedding?
100,000.
100,000? Could we maybe get you the 100,000 kind of upfront and then split up the rest in installments?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I do. Okay. Keep qualifying me. Is there off the role play? Is there a mortgage? Rodrigo found out the condition of the property. That was good, Rodrigo. Okay. Now you got to find Rodrigo did a very good agenda. But the next step is qualification. What's the most important qualification, Alex Stokes? There, I see him bouncing up and down there.
The price.
The price. Go ahead, Abigail.
Yeah. So now you said you own this free and clear, or do you have a mortgage on it?
No, it's free and clear, and we just put in about 50,000 in upgrades, and it's beautiful. You want to see? Why don't you come down and take a look at it today?
Well, we could do that, but I think we could probably lock this up today.
I'm listening.
If you want a deal, especially if we can work out some type of terms where, we maybe could get you the money you need for your party, the party and the wedding and everything up front, and then kind of put the rest into installments. That might work.
Okay, let's take a quick break. I'm on a 1 through 10. I'm a 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you can probably just somehow kind of make a deal. I'm not exactly sure,
Do you want cash or terms, or are you greedy like me and you want both? Because I'm between a rock and a hard place. Keep me emotional. Gee, your girl's getting married. I think you said you need that 20,000 this week for the caterer, and you need another 80,000 for everything else. Can you make me real emotional, and and can you lock me up in this first phone call and make yourself a lot of money?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you, he's saying he needs 20,000, you can say, well, why don't I give you 20,000 this week? And then, we can try to build out the installments based on when you need it.
Back in the road, and maybe even negotiate a better price. Do we have to, you just dropped me in 25,000.
Yeah.
What is that?
You might go lower.
He might. How do we find out? How do we find out? Seriously.
Yeah.
It can't hurt to ask. Back in the role play.
Yeah.
You got about a minute left.
Yeah. I guess the one question I have is how low do we have to, do we push?
How low can you go? What was that thing with the stick at every wedding? What was that?
Right.
What was that called again? When you do the
Limbo.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, Claude.
Hokey pokey, Ty.
Yeah. So, Claude, we might be able to get you sort of that 20,000 for the caterer this week and work some things out in installment. But would you be able to maybe say we could do maybe 175?
Wow.
Or bring that price down a little bit.
That's the best you can do.
So, well, in terms of getting you the cash right away, for your caterer and the wedding and all that, that's probably going to have to be a little closer to the price.
Okay, JC, you take over. You get your 3 minutes. Unmute yourself. Close me. 3 minutes. Close me.
Let me turn off the stove real quick, sir. I'll be back.
The stove. That's the best excuse ever. Okay. Let him turn off his stove there. Hi, good afternoon, Jessica.
I'm sorry,
I'm
I
back.
can't, no,
Where-
not
where's
today, Claude.
Where's Jessica? It's like, where's
I'm
Waldo?
gone.
There he goes.
I'm
Hi,
back.
buddy. All right,
My
JC,
hand's too full today.
just you step into Abby's shoes now. Somebody close me, make some money.
So Claude, suppose we gave you the 20,000 today. What happened next? You
I don't
wanna?
know. I don't know. I've never done this before. But I need
Can I
that.
send? Can I send you the contract to your email? Do you have an email I could send it to?
Yeah, I'm desperate at gmail.com.
All right. I'll send it over to you right now while we're on the phone. Tell me if you got it.
Okay.
Dolly jumper, then that's what
Now,
you-
there's a lot of paperwork here. Maybe I should call my attorney.
Well, it's real simple. It's the price we talked upon, the terms, and you get it over today. We'll send it to the title, and you get your money by the end of the week.
What's the terms? Could you just go over the terms again with me? I'm not sure if I understand.
We'll give you $20,000 today, and the rest within a year.
What's the rest? I'm sorry. How much?
The 150,000.
Okay, so wait, I thought Abigail said 175. You're dropping it $5,000? Are you trying to take advantage of me?
No, sir. No, sir. I'm sorry. That's my mistake. You're actually right. Thank you for pointing it out. So it's actually 155.
Off the
And-
role play, I'll stop the clock. What happened? What can happen? How fast can you lose a deal because of a $5,000 mistake? How fast? JC?
Real fast.
Yeah, in a moment.
You
Real
could-
fast.
Got it.
It's amazing how fast it can turn. How fast it, okay, back in the role play. The 175, how do I get I get 20,000 today. I like that. I need it for the caterer. And the other 175, how do I get that? Is that all in one shot or?
Yes, sir. So when the property closes, you'll get the rest.
Okay, so it's 170, 180. So I'm selling it for a 250 property for 190, right? Or is it I'm confused. I'm really confused. I'm so nervous about this wedding and everything.
Now I'm confused a little bit with the numbers.
Okay. Someone else step in. Ty. All right, Ty or Tim's. First guy to unmute yourself. Somebody make some money here.
I'm not sure what the numbers are either, but
Okay. I think Abigail was 175, right? I think that was the agreed upon price. And I need 20,000 today for my daughter's caterer. And I need the rest of the money before July 15th. If property's worth 250, it's free and clear. And you need to close me. Why do we need to DQ? Do it quick. Why do we need to close, get a commitment, get a contract quickly? Why am I the pushiest gut salesman in the history of, why am I so over the top with this stuff? Where everybody else is saying, be patient, be nice, don't be pushy. Why am I like that?
EQ.
DQ, baby, do it quick. Why is that important to get a commitment, get a contract, get cash? Why is it so important to get these things in motion in the first phone call? If you're going to do it at all.
They're not allowed to backtrack.
I'm sorry.
They'll make the decision and then they'll rationalize it later.
What can happen if we're on that little honeymoon? Oh, no rush, Ty. Oh, we'll talk in a day or two. This sounds great. I can't wait to tell my wife about you. Oh, you'll love meeting my chihuahuas and everything. Let's talk on Thursday or Friday. Let's talk Friday. This sounds really good, man. I like the way you do business. Let's talk Friday or Saturday. Okay, buddy?
No.
What do you mean, no?
How about all those terms that we talked about? 250, 175 cash today. How about I get your contract over and we get it signed by what, 12 o'clock noon today?
Okay, ask me what do we do when we're on a honeymoon? Everything's been going good. You did that well, but you could do it a little better, Ty. What do we say? What do we say to the prospect when we're on the honeymoon?
Do I want to massage him a little bit?
Yeah,
No, sure.
actually, massage is a good word. Marshall McLuhan said the media is the massage, but in this case, can you say, this is called reciprocity from Robert Cialdini, who I always quote. What can you say?
Reciprocity. Okay.
Reciprocity. Someone show him reciprocity. Go ahead, Tim. Do a little reciprocity with me.
Do I play hard to get? Like, oh, well, if I have, get the cash for today, make this work. I think I could do it. No?
Yeah, I want could you do it? Oh, make him an offer he can't refuse. Ask him for a favor. Hey, could you do me a small favor while we're on this honeymoon?
Okay. So ask for a favor. Hey, get this contract over to you. With all these terms that we mentioned, can we get back to me today by noon?
I'll see. I'll do the best I can. I want more. There's a wonderful New York City Yiddish term. It's called schmoozing. Who's heard of it?
Schmooze. More.
Abigail, schmooze me a little.
Oh, jeez.
More
Okay.
schmooze.
Hey, Claude, can you do me a small favor? That we
For
can-
you, anything. It's so nice to, I love the way you do business. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, we really, if we want to get this going forward, could you, take a look at the contract, sign it, and get that back to me this afternoon, and then we can proceed?
Oh, yeah. Now, off the role play. Go for the specifics now. Be an authority. You've got this moment. Use it. Get a specific time. What happens when we leave things open-ended?
Yeah, then they kind of waffle and maybe don't.
Waffle.
Yeah, so can you get it to me this afternoon by 2 p.m.?
Can we make it I think how about 2:30? Would that be all right?
2:30. Well, I have an appointment at 2:30 that I need to get to, but
I gotta walk these dogs, these 5 chihuahuas, at least 2.5 miles.
okay, yeah. Could you do maybe 2:15?
Yeah, I'll do that. You have my word on it. I'll get it to you, maybe even sooner.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me more. Thank you. I know you're a man of your word.
Yeah, thank you so much. I know you're a man of integrity, and I think we can really get you out of the situation and get your daughter's wedding paid for and move on, and you can just kind of go enjoy life.
Give her a round. That was what I wanted. Why am I such a pain? Why am I such a pain in the tuchus about this? Why am I so? I'm all over you guys on this. Why is this so important? These little minute things. Why are they so important?
Well, because they wind up liking you, and so then they could come back with repeat business, or word of mouth. Hey, there was this wholesaler who I worked with who was great. So it just helps build rapport.
When you have a moment with somebody, every now and then we get these moments. Do you know what I mean by a moment? You guys know, it's everybody's, we're on the same wavelength, we like each other, we trust each other. It's a magic moment. You don't get it very often in business. And when you do it, the gut system is about getting to that emotional catalyst, that one little moment. And when you have it, don't take anything for granted. Oh, listen, send it to me when you get a chance. You know what can happen. Okay. Oh, thank you for sending it at 2:15 today. You know what? I'm going to change my schedule, so I'm here with the computer and everything, so I get it and I can file it. And you want the money as soon as possible, don't you? Boom. This is the art and science of negotiation with somebody. So important. Okay. Let's change gears a little here. Who likes beer? Anybody like beer here? All right, Tim.
Uh-oh.
Sell me this icy cold 24-ounce can of Pabst Blue Ribbon, but sell it gut style, emotionally. What do I mean? Sell it gut 6.0, where you bring in all the 5 senses: the smell, the hearing, the taste, the touch, put it all together and ask me the one question that might make me interested in this product. I should get a free case from PBR, right?
My man.
Go Go ahead, Tim, you're on.
Hey, Claude, are you thirsty?
Put your hand out, Tim. Put your hand out. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it here. So, Claude, are you thirsty?
You know, it's a hot day in the mountains here in June. I'm and I took a run and I swam 10 laps this morning and I'm real thirsty. How did you know?
Oh, I could see the sweat on your forehead.
Yeah, man. And nothing, I'm drinking some coffee here. Nothing really quenches my thirst.
Really? You know what I always like is a cold beer. I got my beer right here.
Crack it open, crack it open.
Oh,
Nice cold beer. You get that sound. My grandpa or my uncle used to say to me, I don't know how this joke will go down, but I had an alcoholic grandma, and my uncle used to say that she didn't like the beer. She just was addicted to that sound. But you had to drink the beer in between that sound of cracking open a beer.
Wasn't there a beer commercial once, Carling Black Label, where the guy is making this big, beautiful sandwich?
Oh, yeah.
And then he opens it up and pours it and puts it next to this big, beautiful sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm hungry.
You know me when I get to food.
Right.
There you go.
Anyway, so I got this beer here, icy cold. Imagine this cold beer burns your mouth a little bit.
It'll burn my mouth. I've never had beer burn my mouth.
You've never had a good crisp carbonation come off of that beer that kind of gives you that burning sensation that just feels great when you're drinking it down and poured over maybe a little ice and what the smell. Well, you hear that sound of the can opening, and you smell those hops, taste that little bitterness, and just the cool crisp. When you drink it down, it just kind of hits your body, and all of a sudden, a sense of relaxation.
Oh God, I need a can. You don't sell big icy cold cans of PBR, do you?
I do actually. I've got a few cases here. How many do you need?
Gee, you mean I gotta get more than one case?
You don't have to.
Off the role play. My daughter was the top selling Girl Scout in San Diego. You know what she used to say to people? Would you like 3, 4, or 5 of each flavor?
Yeah.
That girl, my house, this is 20 years ago. My house still smells like Thin Mints. Okay. What happens when we go to people and we say, would you like 1, 2, or 3? Would you like 3 cases? Maybe, you know what? I made a decision. I'm going to give you a good price for 5 cases. You'll never be thirsty. You won't be thirsty through the whole summer. Go ahead. See, do you want to sell 1 can or 5 cases?
5 cases for sure.
Go ahead. Sell me the 5 cases.
So you asked me if I had beer. So yeah, I've got a few cases here right now. Would you like 4 or 5 cases?
Is there a discount if I buy quantity?
There can be. What are your thoughts?
Well, I got a big. My daughter's wedding's coming up, and I'll need a lot of PBR.
Oh, that's great. How many people are going to be at the wedding?
About 100. 75 I don't like.
75. Sounds like you're probably going to need about 20 cases.
I'll need 10. You know what? Can you give me a good price on 15?
I can actually give you a 20% discount if you buy 15 today.
Do I have to tell you right now, or can I call you back later?
Well, no, I don't know how to do that without being a jerk.
You're not a jerk. You're using your assertiveness. There's a good time and a place for it. Call me out on it. Claude, you called me, and you told me you got a wedding and you're going to need and listen, if you don't want this, it's okay to say no to me right now, but I got 10 other people I'm going to call today who are going to take all this beer. Scarcity. Use a little authority, scarcity, and social proof.
Okay. So you want to call me back later? I don't understand why. I mean, you called me, you have something coming up. I'm giving you a great deal here. You know, I got a bunch of other people that want this beer. I mean, if you want to move, I can send you over the beer. We can have it to you by tomorrow morning.
Matt, use the word imagine a little. Imagine for a moment. You got this wedding coming up. Now you got the beer taken care of. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
So imagine for a moment that you got the cases of beer sitting in your garage by tomorrow afternoon, and now you don't have to worry about that anymore. You can, you know, help your daughter pick out her flowers, or you know, pick out the arrangements and pick out the dinner. You don't have to worry about the beer anymore.
You make a lot of sense. Now tell me, now use assertiveness to the 10th power. Claude, I've made a decision. Tell me, order me.
Claude, I've made a decision. We're going to do 15 cases today. I'm going to give you 25% discount. I can send you the invoice here in the next 15 minutes, as long as you get that taken care of by 12:30. We'll get those cases shipped out to you, and they'll be delivered by tomorrow.
And your problem is over.
And your problem is over.
Yeah, you know what? You make a lot of sense. Let's just do this. You're right. Boom. Can you off the road? Good round of applause for Tim there. I was tough on him. He did really well. Can you see yourself using the verbiage that I'm using right now? Is there a time and a place to be assertive with a prospect? I don't mean to bully them. I'm saying, hey, look, you got a problem. This is the solution. We negotiated a price. I've made a decision. You're going to buy this today. I'm going to send it to you today. You're going to pay me right now, and your problem is over. Or you can tell me to get lost. It's decision-making time, Mr. Wilkinson.
Okay.
What should we do next, sir? I've already decided.
We need to take action and get it done.
You're right, sir. Thank you. I appreciate your trust. Thank you very much. Boom. That's what real selling sounds like. I don't care if it's a $10 million home or 5 cases of PBR. Does anyone here like wine? Joseph, do you like wine? Who likes wine? While Joseph's figuring out how to unmute himself there. Who likes wine?
Yes, I like wine. Yes.
Off the role play before we do. This is a company called Butter. It's in California. Anybody here like Chardonnay or Cabernet? This is one of the, I think this is a find. This is not a wine show, by the way, but it's called Butter. And I think this is some of the best wine. And it's usually under $15 a bottle. And it tastes like a $50 bottle. If you've ever had, anybody here ever had Butter? Jessica, if you've had this, I bet you've had this. It's very popular now. On there. Joseph, sell me this bottle of Cabernet.
Claude, do you like wine?
I love wine. I love wine. And I love wine. And tonight's taco night at my house.
Oh, you know, I do have a beautiful wine for you. You'll love it. When you open it, the smell of this wine is going to be blowing your mind away. With tacos, it's unbelievable. You are going to be so satisfied. And if you have 2 tacos and few bottles of wines, it's going to be much better. The wine is called butter.
But
yes,
not butt wine, butter wine.
Yeah. Butter. Yeah, it's called it's called Butter.
That's the other company.
And besides that, you would love it. This smell. When you're drinking this, it's unbelievable. When you open it, you can feel it right away that this is good wine for $50-$100 worth. But I am selling you just for $15. Can you imagine that?
Wait, you just went from $1,500 to $15?
I would love to, but it's just 15 regular dollars per bottle if you buy dozen.
What happens when it touches my lips? I swirl it around? What can you? This is
so
tough.
you would, as I mentioned, you would feel that this is very expensive wine. That only gourmand people can do it, and any sommelier would tell you that this is the best. This is the best for the price.
There you go. Sold. Boom. Nice going, Joseph. There you go. what do we, when we're trying to sell somebody, I'm an emotional seller. Most people do features and benefits. We want to combine, really great salespeople that I've studied always seem to tell a story. They put a story involved in there. You know what, Joseph? I had this wine at my daughter's wedding, and it was some of the best wine I ever had. And I just got and it just before it even touches your tongue, you can smell it. You can, you're in for something special. You're in for a moment. Yeah, boom. You're a storyteller, and you make it emotional. And we use all the different parts of the gut sales method here by asking questions, telling stories, all the different things this is persuasion taken to a kind of a different level. When we just read a script, or we show a bunch of slides, or we just give features and benefits, does that really resonate does that stay with somebody? Does that stay in their head when they get off the phone? What do you think really makes people say yes? How do we get people to say yes? Isn't that what it's all about when we're negotiating, whether it's real estate or anything else?
Get them salivating, right?
Yeah. What if we don't have the facts? We don't have all the information, but we want to know if we're speaking to somebody who is motivated enough, can make they are the person in authority. Can we tell them a hypothetical and close them in the first phone call, even before we get the facts? JC and I were talking about this. Wasn't it yesterday, Jay, or 2 days ago, Jay? 2 days ago.
Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. JC, I'm really interested in your property. I'm going to make you an offer today. If you got the right offer today, cash or terms, would you be able to, are you the person in authority? Are you the person who can make that decision today if you got the right offer?
What's your offer, sir?
Well, could you answer my question first, and I'm going to ask you a few questions with your permission, and I'll make you an offer. But are you the person who can make the decision today, or are you going to tell me you have to go to a significant other party?
Actually, I do. I mean, I need to speak with my wife. Everything we consult with each other before we make any decisions. So
if I make you an offer today, are you and your wife going to be able to get back to me before 4:30 with a yes or a no? Or are we just herding cats?
12:40. Well, she gets out of work at 5, so by 6.
We got a problem, because I need to know today, because I'm leaving on a vacation to Oahu at 4:30. And I want to get if I'm gonna do a deal, I need to know before 4:30 today.
I mean, I can't really do nothing. She gets out at work, and I can't speak with her until she gets out.
I guess it's over. She can't take a break at work or get to a cell phone.
But what's your offer? I want to hear your offer.
I don't want to make you an offer, sir, if I'm not going to get an answer today. So I want to resolve that first.
Okay, I'll tell you what. So send me your offer, and you said you need to hear by me by 4:30. I'll text her, and I think she'll get back to me by 4.
Think?
I'll call her boss. I'll let her know it's urgent. I'll let him know it's urgent.
Which means?
You'll get an answer by 4 o'clock, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, if I could just ask you what just happened? We didn't even negotiate the numbers, the deal, or anything. What just happened in that was a good one, JC. That was excellent.
You had the control. You had
say that again. That was brilliant. Say that again.
You had the control. You was controlling the whole conversation.
Do you think sometimes we are subservient or submissive to the prospect when we're making the offer? We're taking on the contract, the obligation, we're giving them money, but we're letting them control the process. What do you guys think about that? That was a really good role play, JC.
Yeah, that's the best way to stay in control always.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to manipulate always, one way or another.
Were you ready to lose me as a serious buyer? Did I sound like a serious buyer?
Yeah.
Was I got some background noise. I'm sorry. I don't know where it's coming from.
When you set the deadline, that's when you really became serious and you let it be known, like.
Right. Was I-
I'm not sending you no offer until you give me an answer.
Was I bullying you or was I being assertive and businesslike?
Assertive and business-like.
Do you think we sometimes, these are these little moments and things, and you kept changing. Did you see, he did some beautiful obfuscations, my $10 word. Did anybody pick it up? JC did that really well 2 or 3 times. Well, what's your offer and everything like that?
Yeah.
So do you see how,
Send it over. Yeah, he said, send it over, or I can't talk to her right now.
yeah,
She's busy.
okay. What was
Well,
he,
look how
what was he
look how-
trying to do?
look how I then later said I was gonna reach out to her boss.
Yes. But then you use the word that I picked up on. How important is it, okay, to listen to those words? What was the little wishy-washy word that he used?
Might, I think.
I think it was, I think, or might,
I have to talk to my wife.
and I think she can, yes. And I think I'll talk to her boss and I think I can get her off or something like that. And I said, think, just one word. Sometimes we don't have to respond. Did you hear my responses? Think, which means what happens then?
Mhm.
You ever hear those responses I give sometimes? What is that for? When I respond with think, what does that force him to do? He can't stand it. He has to respond sometimes.
Yeah.
You can, yeah, this is why I love role plays. You never know what you're going to learn in a role play. So we have this moment, you have to set this is the only chance you're going to get. So if he said he couldn't get to his wife, he's not the decision maker, he'll call me in 2 weeks. What do I know before I get into a 45-minute negotiation and Q&A with him? What did I learn?
Not motivated enough.
Yeah. He's not motivated enough. Absolutely. Guys, I have to leave early today. I apologize. We had some good role plays today. We did beer, we did wine, we did my daughter's wedding, which you're all invited to. What are we serving at the wedding, by the way?
Not
Taco.
beer.
But like,
Not beer.
We're serving
Wine.
tacos with wine, right?
Tacos with Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah. So get into these conversations with people, set your agenda. Hey, I'm going to ask you a few questions and I'd like to make you an offer. Does that mean you have to make them an offer or anything else? Just say, I'd like to make you an offer after I get a few information. Do you think most people say that at the beginning? No. Do you think you capture their interest, their attention when you say something like that in the beginning? And then you get a preliminary commitment up front, like I did with JC. Okay. Can you make a decision today? Are you the person? So I know I'm speaking to the right person and I know I could get an answer today. How important, how many of us have wasted hours of time speaking to the right person, or that person says, I'll think about it, I'll get back to you. Why is it we need to get that information up front? You guys are so great. Thank you for attending today. Did we learn something? Did you have fun? Did we learn something?
yeah, very good.
Yes. very good.
Have a wonderful, are you enjoying your summer?
Not yet.
Not yet? It's not nice there in South Carolina?
It's nice. It's nice.
Okay,
Over
good.
over here in Jersey was cloudy. It was foggy. The whole skies all the way
Yeah,
to
but
like.
you have good pizza there, man. You have the world's greatest pizza.
No, I was gonna
Small
say
prices, small
dude-
price. Did you ever get one of those meatball subs with the cheese coming down and you bite into the bread and the little meatballs with that beautiful red sauce and everything? You bite into it and how good is it? What am I doing?
Selling.
Making everyone hungry.
And making everyone hungry. That's persuasion.